finals, right? I mean, not exactly the way you planned, but you're here, right? So what's the emotion like for you right now?
It feels good to be here, man. I've said it on my social medias and stuff like that. It's a blessing, man. It's honestly a blessing to get that call once again and just prove who I am and make a statement here with the UFC.
That's awesome. What was the timeline? Obviously, we found out when, and I think Dana told TMZ was how it broke or whatever, but I don't know if they were holding on to that. Like, when did you find out you were going to be here?
I literally found out right before that interview. Yeah, so they told me like 10 days notice. Yeah, but hey, man, I've been working hard and I've been training with the best in the world. I've been working on some ground with Craig Jones in Austin, Texas, and staying sharp with my brother Flacco. Yeah, just working with all my bros. I got all my bros in my corner this time, so I got all the confidence in the world that I need.
That's awesome. As far as training, I mean, but were you training for a fight? Like, did they have you on this card at all, or were you not on here?
I wasn't on the card at all, to be honest. But I was just staying patient. My pops is my manager, so he basically told me like, "Hey, Gil, you got to do what you got to do. Stay busy, stay working, because the UFC is going to give you a call, whether it's 10 days notice, like it is, or a week's notice. A couple days notice. I'm ready, man. At 185 pounds, I'll be ready for anyone." And hopefully in the future I'll get the call at 170 pounds as well, and I'll run both the tables.
When you got the call, was there any discussion at all, or was it literally just like, yeah? Or I mean, did you go, well, let me talk to my team, we'll figure it out?
Pops is the main man, so he said, yes, sir, we're fighting. He didn't even ask me. He just told me we're fighting. But, that's how I started this career, I was 18 in high school. Like I said, on my first interview with you guys, I lost my state wrestling match to get to the finals, and Pops knew I was pissed. To go to wrestle D1, I needed to win state, so my dreams of wrestling in college were over immediately. As soon as I lost, I knew it. That's why the tears came out. But Pops was like, man, go out there and leave it on the line. Like, go finish this tournament, and you know what's coming next, And I was like, what's coming next? He's like, you're fighting. Let's go. So, yeah, it's cool, man. Me and my bros love this shit, so it's what we do.
Very cool. So talk about the matchup. Obviously a teammate. Give me the scouting report, the idea. How do you think you guys match up?
I think we match up good. I've been telling the UFC and everybody asking me what do I think about the fight or how it'll play out. I've been watching the reel on the UFC where they show Stephan Bonner versus Forrest Griffin, and I see me and Bryan as two big bodies. They were calling us the Twin Towers and stuff on the season, and we're just two big bodies willing to put it all on the line.
That's awesome. So how would you judge your whole Ultimate Fighter experience? I mean, obviously it's a family tradition at this point. I'm assuming if you win, it'll be a little bit sweeter. But as it stands right now, what did you think about the whole experience?
The experience is great, man. Going out there and just doing stuff on my own for the first time in my life really was awesome. When it came to cooking, like, my family had my back. They were like teaching me recipes and keeping me clean. My little brother John, actually, he's my chef. He just turned 18. He's been doing culinary for a couple of years. So, he's keeping me honest and stuff, and gave me some great pointers. Just being in my own mind, and having to focus on my own and not have those affirmations from my brothers telling me that I'm the best, because they know it, They train with me every day, and they know what I got.
That's awesome. And I guess last thing for me, how are you looking at this? I mean, it's kind of like a gift opportunity, right? So, I mean, is this a, hey, whatever happens, happens type thing, and this is just another step in the journey, or do you feel like, man, everything's on the line right here. I gotta win.
This is another opportunity, and I'm just blessed to be here, like you said. But no, I'm not just taking this as whatever happens, whatever happens. I've been working hard for this opportunity. Ever since the tough show, I've been focused and I've been hungry. My family knows it too. They didn't see the nicest Gilbert Urbina after the tough. I was more in my head. I was a little bit more like ready to fight again. I've been itching, and yeah, I'm just ready to, like you said, put it all on the line, man. That's what definitely I'm going to do, and I'm going to win the Ultimate Fighter this season. I'm going to bring it home for the fam. Team Urbina, you already know. RGV 956, we coming. Like, we're representing all of Texas too. Like I said, I was training in the capital, Austin, Texas. I got great training partners out there. I can't wait for after this fight to get back out there and keep evolving. Whether it's at 10th Planet Austin with those guys out there, with the B team, Craig Jones. The B team, shout out to the B team, like, hey, I'm on the B team, They gave me this shot. I didn't make the A list. I didn't make the finale, but they had to call into the B team and call Gilbert Urbina out here to put on a show.
Do you feel like that possibly you winning in this manner could possibly mean a little bit more than if you had gone through just like normal, like anybody else, having to come in on short notice? Would that be a little bit sweeter, you think?
You know, I come to fight every time, every single fight. I come to fight my best fight, and you know, I may feel those emotions after the fight, but I'm just so zoned in and focused on what I got to do. Having my brothers with me too, like I said, is just such an advantage because throughout the season I didn't have that. You know, I didn't have people to talk to really. I kind of stayed on my own. I don't know if you guys noticed on the season, a lot of these guys were mutually hanging out with each other, playing cards. And it was cool, you know. I can't knock them. It's trying to kill time, but to me, it was preparing, it was recovering, it was just being in my head. I was a little in my head, you know, and not the most motivated Gilbert Urbina, but now that I have my family with me and my people with me, I'm going to do great things.
And just a fun one, was there anything that happened in the house that didn't make it on the show that you feel like fans might have been interested in?
Other than the one funny thing is those Aussies, they like to play, they like to make bets, and if you lose the bets, you got to do a nudie run. And one funny thing was Bryan and Ryder ended up losing a bet in a game of pool, and they did a nudie run. It was like, man, what are you guys doing, bro? And they kept chasing that shit after like the end of the season. They were here in the Apex. They actually did a nudie run throughout the Apex just for fun. And I was like, you guys are fucking wild, but you know, people do what they want to do for TV time. Hey, it's cool, man. No, all respect, like they're having fun. You know, if that's what fun is for them, that's cool. It would have been fun for the people to see at least. The people would have been like, what the hell are these guys doing? Why are they doing a nudie run? But yeah, it was funny.
Thank you for sharing that experience with the Division I and all that, and brought you to this point. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. How much more dangerous is somebody out of the B team? Because we know you guys wanted just a little bit more.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like Craig Jones was saying, like being on the B team, it's like he's used to taking second place. He's used to being the underdog, you know, and I kind of like it too. It's like people have been counting me out and stuff like that, you know, like it's cool. It's all good, man. Honestly, everybody can say what they want to say. Everybody's got the free right to say what they want to say, and you know, all blessings to everybody, regardless if it's good or bad. I'm stepping out here to do my job, man, and I love this stuff. So.
And if you could make a prediction, looking for the finish, or we get, you know, just 15 minutes of war.
You know, it's going to be 15 minutes of war for sure. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing it's going to be all 3 rounds, but I always look for the finish. So, you know, just be ready to see killer Gilbert Urbina Saturday night.